Hi everyone, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I thought I'd try to squeeze in an empties video before the end of the year, and I actually haven't done an empties video in quite a while. So I have a whole bunch of hair, makeup, and skincare items to talk to you about. I'll let you know if I would repurchase these items. So first off, I have Briotech Pure Hypochlorous Acid Spray. I have already repurchased this. This I purchased on Amazon. I got into hypochlorous acid sprays because of Tower 28. They have a really nice one. I do recommend that one first if you want to try a hypochlorous acid spray for the face. It sounds really intense because it's an acid, but it's actually very, very gentle. And while it doesn't work for everyone, I find that it works very well on my acne prone skin. It's very effective against bacteria. It's actually used in wound care. And even though I double cleanse, I do just a lot of gentle cleaning on my face. I don't know, I seem to need something extra to help me kill like the acne bacteria. This really helps. I immediately noticed once I started using this that my redness went away faster, that the acne spots healed faster, and the breakouts, I still got them, but they weren't as bad. So this has become a daily part of my routine. After I cleanse, I spray with this. This has kind of replaced toner for me. Next up, we have something from Versed. So this is the Moisture Cream. It has squalane and red algae extract. I remember liking this, but you know what? It has been so long since I finished it. I actually don't remember anything else than that. So the fact that I don't remember too much about it tells me that I liked it, I would use it again, but it's not necessarily something that was amazing for me. This I have repurchased already. This is from e.l.f. This is the Holy Hydration Gel Yeah Moisturizer. So I can't use too many of e.l.f.'s skincare products because a lot of them have niacinamide in them. This one doesn't. This is the Gel Moisturizer, which usually is for more, I would say, oily skin types, but I actually find it works pretty well for me. My skin is more normal now in terms of oiliness. I'm not super oily anymore, but I'm not super dry. So this gel moisturizer is enough, and I like that it's inexpensive, and it does seem to work for me. Oh boy, I can't believe this is still in here. It has been a while since I've done an empties video. I finished my Believe Beauty Foundation. I adore this. I still haven't found an exact dupe for it. It has been discontinued. If anyone has found a dupe for the Believe Beauty Foundation, please let me know. This had a beautiful richness to it, but it also looked very natural on the skin. Oh boy, let's talk about mascaras. I have several in here. So first of all, we have this one from L'Oreal. This is the Superstar, I think. It's worn off. But this is one of the ones that has a one step on this side with a primer, and I actually did really like this primer. I thought it did a good job. And then the actual mascara on this side. I don't know if this mascara is still around or if it's been discontinued. I feel like I've seen it at TJ Maxx, but I'm not sure about other places. But actually, this was one of the ones from L'Oreal I really, really liked. If it's still around, I would use it again. I felt like it gave me good, decent volume and length, especially when used with the primer. Ooh, here's a cleansing oil. This is a very popular product from Peach and Lily, the Ginger Melt Oil Cleanser. I liked it, but I'm not completely obsessed with it like so many people are. I felt like sometimes it did sting my eyes. However, it did remove makeup very nicely, and this bottle lasted me a long time. Would I use it again? Yes, but I'm not necessarily gonna go looking for it. Here's a mascara that I really, really love. This made it onto my favorites list, and it's just unfortunate because it's so expensive. This is from Lancome. This is the Lash Idole mascara. I really like this one because this is what I call an everything mascara. It elongates, it volumizes, and it makes things fluttery and dramatic. Like, it's just, it's a really, really good one. Happily, it does go on sale at Ulta, sometimes 50% off during like their 21 days of beauty and things. I'll probably be getting this again. I really liked it. During this past year, I treated myself to a very spendy moisturizer. This is from Estee Lauder, the Revitalizing Supreme Plus Youth Power Cream. So this was very scented, which wasn't my absolute favorite. They could really cut back on the scent. However, it was a very thick, nourishing cream. So it did feel very nice in that way, but at the same time, it wasn't magic on my skin. Sometimes you find something that your skin really, really likes. This was nice, but it didn't do that extra something. So sadly, I don't think I'm gonna get it again. This is the L'Oreal Paradise Big Deal Mascara. I found that I actually still preferred the regular Lash Paradise compared to the Big Deal. I didn't really like the wand on this one, and I much preferred the fluttery look of the regular Lash Paradise. Here's a hair product that I have already repurchased. This has become Yeah, it's a holy grail product for me. My hair is really fine, but I do like to use a leave-in conditioner because since my hair is so fine, it gets tangled really easily. This one from Bumble and Bumble, the hairdresser's Invisible Oil, because of the Heat UV Protective Primer. I can use this as a leave-in treatment and it won't make my hair heavy, weighed down, or greasy looking, which is a problem I have had before with leave-in conditioners. This is my favorite one I have ever tried, and while it isn't cheap, it's all right. It's one of those things that lasts me a long time, and it really, really works well for me. Here's a mascara that was, I don't even know how to describe it. So from Swede, this is the Pro Lash Lift Mascara. So sometimes I really, really liked this, and other times it was very, very frustrating. So this is one of those that comes out with way too much mascara on the wand. It only has a little comb on one side. You can't really see it because it's so coated in the mascara. And however this is made, it really does elongate your lashes. Like if you're someone who has long lashes already, this will make you look absolutely astonishing. And there were days where I really thought this made my lashes look unbelievably long. Like it looked really, really good. But for the most part, I found this to be too frustrating. I was always scraping off all the excess. Otherwise, it was just a goopy mess. And for such an expensive mascara, that isn't something that I enjoy doing. I shouldn't say for such an expensive mascara. I wouldn't like that with any mascara, but for such an expensive one, I would expect it to be more user-friendly. So I'm not gonna reach for this one again. I just finished this, very, very happy about it. So this is the Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer from First Aid Beauty. I would use it again. I liked how moisturizing it was. At the same time, it didn't feel like it was making me oily or too shiny, but I'm not necessarily gonna seek it out. There's so many variations on primers that there's lots that I would like to try. And this didn't necessarily do anything, again, magical for my skin. There wasn't anything about it that made my skin really perk up. Here's a mascara from L'Oreal that, I also really, really liked this one. So this was the Double Extend Beauty Tubes Mascara. So once again, you have a step 1 on this side and a step 2, but this is a tubing mascara. I thought this was a really, really nice tubing mascara. Some tubing mascaras don't give enough volume. They're just barely there. This one, especially when you use the primer, worked very, very well, and it washed off very well, like you would expect. This is another one though, I'm not even sure if it's still around, but yeah, I would use it again. Here's a cleanser from IT Cosmetics. This is Confidence in a Cleanser. I actually really didn't like this. This is a very, very thick cleanser, and when it comes to cleansers, I'm not picky, I just want them to wash my face, but there's something about the texture of this one, it kind of put me off. It was a little bit slimy maybe. It's supposed to be a very hydrating, cleansing serum cleanser. It did not come across as a serum to me. It was very, very thick. Yeah, this was just kind of off-putting to me. Wasn't my favorite. One of the best mascaras I have tried this year, and I will 100% be getting this again. This is a tubing mascara from Tarte. This is the Tartelette XL tubing mascara. Again, if you're talking about a tubing mascara that actually gives you volume, this is delightful. This is very, very good. And the only reason I don't still have it in my collection is because I am testing other mascaras, and I do retire mascara after 6 months. I just have experienced eye infections, styes, and things like that in the past. So when 6 months come up, even if the mascara is not completely dry, it's done. So if you're wondering why these mascaras are still, looking like there's still mascara left, that is why. But in any case, I really, really, really recommend this one as a tubing mascara, especially these minis, they'll go on sale quite often. I'll be getting it again on a sale. I thought it was fantastic. I finished off this little mini from Bare Minerals. So this was the Complexion Rescue. I really do like it. I use the lightest shade, Opal number 1. Incredibly just a pleasant product. It doesn't have a ton of coverage, but it has enough to even your skin tone. It has SPF 30. I wouldn't rely on this for sunscreen, but it's a nice little extra. I just found it to be just a good little product. I would use this again. Here's a mascara from Maybelline. This is the Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. I liked this, but it did not wear well for me. So I actually have another Falsies mascara to try out. I really, really liked how it made my lashes look, but again, it didn't wear well. So I'm gonna try another version from the Falsies line. I'm hoping I'll find one that wears well for me because I thought that the look was amazing. I finished my Kosas concealer. This is the shade 2.5C. In the past, I said I would never buy it again because I was still paranoid of it going bad because so many people have experienced theirs getting gross and stinky. Well, here I am finishing off a second tube, and I do think I will eventually get another one. You know, there's so many concealers to try, so many people have favorites, but I just enjoyed this one so much. It makes me not want to explore too much. It makes me feel like I just need to stick with what I know is really good. And for me, this is it. It is hydrating, but it's not nearly as sticky as, say, the Glossier. And I like the Glossier concealer, but that one sometimes did get a little bit too creasy for me. This one, I don't have that problem with. It does have a little bit of micas in it. It's not like super sparkly, but it reflects light in a way that looks very natural and healthy. Like your skin is just very healthy looking. It comes in a ton of different shades, but it does lean warm. That's because it is classified as a brightener. So when looking for a shade and can be a little funky, I would suggest going in store to try out shades. There's one more mascara in here. So this one I was not a big fan of. This is from Revlon. This is the So Fierce mascara. This again was one that did not wear well for me. So I have plenty of other mascaras that I can wear and not worry about looking like a raccoon. I finished off a gloss. So I used to much more regularly finish glosses, but this year, since I've been backing off them on the Project Panning a little bit and just letting myself use my collection, I wasn't sure if I was gonna finish any, but I did. I really wanted to make sure I got my money's worth out of this because I loved this. This is one of the glosses from Rare Beauty. So I know there's different versions of the glosses out now. So this is the shade Nearly Apricot in the Balm. It says balm on it, but I feel like that's not the name of this. Anyway, it was the original gloss formula. It's quite thick, but not sticky. More like thick in a very hydrating, kind of pillowy, cushiony way. Like a liquid lip balm. I really, really liked it, and I would use it again. Last product in here, I am very pleased to report that I have finished off a bronzer. So this is from Salt New York. This was the Sculpt and Bronze in the shade Light. If you're into a cream bronzer that's not super expensive. I mean, they really are able to save money just because they just send it to you in this packaging, but it doesn't slip and slide all over your face. At the same time, it's not a flat matte. It's a very flattering cream formula that is buildable. You're not gonna end up putting on too much. Also, I like how these pans aren't giant. I mean, there's something about a giant pan of bronzer that I really enjoy, but when it comes to creams, it's nice actually to finish them. All right, those were all of my empties. If you have any empties you'd like to share in the comments, please let us know. Also, if you've used any of these products, please share your review in the comments. I would love to hear your experience, especially mascara. Mascara is so personal and there's so many that I don't like that other people really do and vice versa. So please share. I hope you're all staying safe out there. Where I live, there's some pretty extreme weather right now. Heavy winds, lots of ice. And I know there's extreme weather everywhere. So I hope you're all staying warm, safe, and cozy. And thank you for watching all the way to the end of my video. This is always where I like to share my tea of the day, and for Black Friday I did splurge a little bit and I ordered a whole bunch of teas I haven't tried before. So I'm trying a yellow tea today, which I've never tried a yellow tea before. Yellow tea is supposed to be between green and oolong tea in terms of its properties. Just looking at it and smelling it in its dry form, to me it really smelled kind of like an oolong tea, a bit more roasted, but drinking it, it tastes more like a green tea, but with perhaps a little bit more body than usual. I like it. I was kind of hoping it would lean a little bit more towards oolong when it actually does, but this might be this particular variety of yellow tea. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again very soon in the next one. Bye.